Yeah, it's GT Divide Podcast coming at you, a little episode. Got my car seats in the back, obviously, as you can see. Real quick, wanted to dive into this real quick on like your friendships and your relationships. How you have to be careful telling people about your business. You know, a lot of people want to tell everybody about their business, what's going on. Like if your relationship's going through a struggle a little bit, you want to go talk to your friends, give them, and it's usually one-sided. So like when you're talking to your friends, it's usually a one-sided affair. So like they're only getting whatever side that you want them to get, right? And so then what happens is they formulate an opinion based on that one side when there's two sides to every coin. And so what happens is when they're formulating that opinion and you're talking to them, you're spending time with your friends. Now, if it's a negative connotation on your partner, so now what you've just done is you put that negative connotation upon your partner. And so now your friend is going to feed that negative feeling that you have towards your partner. They're going to feed that, like unknowingly most of the time. They don't know that they're doing it, but they're feeding it because you just got through that. You're their friend, right? And so they're going to do whatever it takes to protect their friend. And so you have to be careful when you give out and disperse information to people because you don't even know. Like you have no idea how that information will change that person, right? It could be your closest friends. And one thing you'll realize, sorry to cut myself off. So one thing you realize about friends is that an actual good friend, when you come to them with relationship problems, an actual good friend will ask you what you did. They're not going to be like, what your partner did. We're not partner bashing, talking shit on the other person who ain't there to defend themselves. Your friend, your good actual friends are going to be like, hey, dude, so what did you do? So what did you do to cause some of these issues? They're going to hold you accountable. Good friends will hold you accountable. Fake friends will not hold you accountable. One thing I learned when I was younger, man, I used to hang out with people. We used to go out drinking and partying and all that jazz. But then, like, when you put the drinks down, who shows up, right? Who shows up? Like, if that's the only time you hang out is when you're drunk, then you probably don't have a good relationship with that person in the first place. I'm sorry to giggle about that. It kind of brings up some old memories from back in the day. And so you probably don't really have a lot of respect and you don't have a lot in common with that person, right? Because if that's all you do, you're going to go drinking, that's all you know how to do with that person, then you guys ain't got nothing in common to talk about. Like me and my boys, my good boys, man, we don't have to have beer in our hands and drink in our hands to have conversation and talk about life, right? And the good things that are happening in our lives, around us, our families, our growth. We ain't got to have no drink in our hand. If you got to have a drink in your hand, right, then it's a problem. That breeds toxicity, right? You get into toxic relationships because you got people out here that want to have a mindset, hey, man, I got to have this drink in my hand for me to be able to function, right? For me to have a conversation. So think about that when you're with your friends. Like if you're friends and you only around them when you drinking, you can't call them up and have a regular conversation, then that's probably going to be a problem for you eventually. Like you're going to have to be able to have conversations that matter, right? And if you got friends and you go to them with relationship problems, you say, hey, this is what's messed up, and they don't ask you about what you did, what your part is in it, then I'm telling you, man, they're not going to help you get anywhere in life. You're going to stay stuck. And then you're going to be mad because you're stuck in this position and you're not moving. Your relationship isn't getting better. You ain't gaining more friends because you're hanging out with the wrong people. You need friends that hold you accountable. My closest friends, right? My closest people. I keep my circle kind of small. My closest friends, they hold me accountable. If I tell them I did some dumb stuff, they're going to rip me a new one. And I appreciate it. I respect it 100%. You got to have it. Like you really absolutely positively have to have it. Because at the end of the day, you can tell a lot about a person by the company they keep. That's what my mom always told me. If you keep company and they drinking and that's all you want to do and party and all that jazz, and y'all can't have no grown-up conversations, right? Or if they got you you're missing work. Like you ain't going to the job because you want to hang out, right? They got you missing work quite often. And you ain't missing work to do nothing. Like actually if you missing work and you going to go to the, yoga, movie, lunch, whatever, golfing like the men do, right? I can see that. I understand that 110%. But if you going to go and we just going to drink and talk about our problems, like that's not, I mean, you're not growing. There's no growth there, right? That breeds toxicity. People that get off in that type of mindset, they're toxic people. You got to have friends who hold you accountable 100%. Like if you got dudes around you and they know you messing up and they're allowing you to do stupid stuff, that ain't your friend. That ain't your friend, number one. And guess what that person gonna go do, right? That person gonna go talk shit behind your back about what it is that you're doing. Because you done gave them the key, right, to your dumbness. So you might be out here on some BS and you hanging out with your boys and you got a chick at home and you hanging out and you got other girls on the side or whatever and your boys know about it, right? What you think they gonna do? If they're not gonna call you out on it right then and there and shut it down, what they gonna do? They gonna talk shit behind your back. Like, that's what they gonna do. You're giving them ammo to talk shit on you. Goes for the ladies too. If you do that, if you got a friend and you got and know that, are you messing with somebody that's married or in a relationship or whatever, and your friend condone that shit, that is not your damn friend. They gonna clown you. As soon as they get the opportunity, they gonna clown you. When you leave that room, they gonna tell your business to everybody. Everybody gonna find out about your business because that motherfucker hating on you. So be careful out here. That's all I'm saying. Y'all gotta be careful. This GT the Vibe podcast. I want to give y'all little words of wisdom. Make sure that your friends hold you accountable. Keep accountable people around you, because they will hold you accountable. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Some of y'all are stuck in financial hardship. Some of y'all stuck with the struggle of pornography, the struggle of alcohol addiction, drug addiction, right? Some of y'all females out here addicted to men, need men to validate you or whatever. But y'all got friends around you condoning that shit. Them is not your damn friends. A friend gonna say, hey, you fucking up. Get it together. And they gonna help you and guide you in the ways to get it together. I got friends that I've told, hey, you need to put that alcohol down. You alcoholic, man. You better calm down a little bit. I got friends, and I'll tell them that. My friends will tell me that. They will come to me straight up, hey, G, you fucking up, dude. You need to get this shit together. 100. That's a friend. That's what friendship is. Friend is just damn near like family. I expect my friends and family to hold me accountable. So if your friends and family condoning the dumb shit that you're doing, they not your friends, and I guarantee you they talking shit behind your back. It's GT the Vibe podcast. I'm out.